One day, a girl met Neville Goddard and told him about the difficulties she was facing in her office. She was very upset. She told him that she works very hard in the office and gives her best, but is never acknowledged. In fact, her employer always criticizes her and rejects all her efforts. She also confessed to Neville that as she could not possibly say things on her boss's face, she mentally argued with her employer all day long about all the wrong that he did to her. Neville asked her, "Who do you think is responsible for this?" She rebutted, "Of course, my boss. He is always critical of my work, no matter how hard I work. What can I do? I have no control over this situation." What did Neville suggest to her? What could she possibly do to improve this situation? Let's find out. Namaste. I am Gargi and you are watching The Aligned Souls, where we talk about mind, body and soul. If you are new to the channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's jump into the topic. The power of self-talk. We all talk to ourselves. Our mind is hardly ever calm. In fact, sometimes these conversations in our heads are going so fast that we are not even aware that we have them. Not so long back, even I had this constant self-talk churning inside my head. Sometimes it was about a past event. Someone said something to me that I didn't like, but I did not manage to say something at that moment. Later on, I would form these dialogues in my head. I would keep thinking of the various possible responses and how the conversation could have gone. I kept replaying the event. And then there were endless musings about the future. Mostly doomsday scenarios. This person has always been critical of my work. When I make that presentation on Monday, I'm sure he will find 100 faults. Whenever I have an important meeting, I always get heavier traffic. It's just jinxed from the get-go. In fact, somewhere in my head, I was of the view that these thoughts prepared me better for the next time. But now, having acquired this knowledge and after years of practice, I can't even imagine that I really thought so. On that note, let's get back to that story of the girl who was talking to Neville. What did Neville say to her? After listening to her, Neville suggested that she needs a new inner conversation with her employer. A new inner conversation. A new self-talk. A new positive self-talk. So, instead of cooking the worst case scenarios of how her boss is bad and won't ever approve of her work, Neville suggested that she try the opposite. Just start a positive self-talk about the whole situation. She wasn't sure if that made any sense. It's just not true, she felt. How can I possibly say that to myself, that my boss is great? How can I imagine that he's praising my work and stuff? But Neville insisted, and so she obliged, although reluctantly. She imagined her boss congratulating her for the excellent work she had done, that she is thanking him for all the appreciation. She kept on repeating this new inner conversation. After a while, that positive talk slowly seeped into her attitude. Her mental frame on how she saw her boss changed. It altered her interactions with her employer. She soon realized that her attitude was the reason behind all that was happening. Once she changed her self-talk, her employer's behavior towards her completely changed. This is the power of our self-talk, our inner conversations. What is my self-talk? Our life is a creation of our mental conversations which go on within us all the time. A few years back, I did not know that my self-talk was creating my reality. I was unaware that these conversations that I was having in my head were creating these circumstances in my physical world. Till I got hold of the book Mental Diets by Neville Goddard. Once I understood the power of our self-talk, I became very cautious. And then I started to be mindful of it. Then slowly I observed my reality improve. Neville teaches us that our inner talk attracts our life. Till the time we don't change these conversations that we have in our heads, our external world remains the same. No matter how hard we try to change our reality, without changing our self-talk, it will just lead to disappointment. So please, pause and observe. What are you thinking at the moment, and what are you talking about? And what are the feelings that these thoughts are creating in you? Because this whole thinking and feeling pattern is creating your external reality. And imagine the state of pity that many of us are not even aware of this internal dialogue that goes on non-stop, day in and day out in our heads. Now that many of us are unaware of our internal conversations, then how do we get to know what is our self-talk? In order to know the inner chatter that goes on in our heads, we have to look at our external world. Because, as Neville said, our physical reality reflects our self-talk. So look out for your personal and professional life, your health, your happiness index, your relationships, the money you have in your life. They are all created by you. They are a result of your self-talk. Neville has made this very clear, and we need to understand that whatever it is that we want to see, hear, and experience in our outside world, we have to first see, hear, and experience inside of us. So now, ask yourself, does my reality match my desired reality? And in case they both are different, then please be very cautious and consciously change your self-talk. Be very clear as to what you want in life, and then create your thoughts and feelings that are an exact match with your aim. Because, as Neville says, any progress in your life is made by consciously imagining and then matching your inner speech to your fulfilled desire. All these thoughts that you keep repeating every day in your head, that is your self-talk, will very soon show up in your physical reality. So don't make these thoughts about the lack of your desires. Stop talking about what is not going right or what you don't have. Instead, start talking about what all you can create. Start thinking about what all is possible for you, and start feeling as if your desire is already fulfilled. And then be a witness to a change in your entire reality. 4 steps to change your self-talk. Now I will share with you 4 steps to develop awareness of your self-talk and then to change it to the positive side. Please practice these in order to change your self-talk and eventually change your reality. Awareness. Majority of us are unaware of what is going on inside our heads, or if there is something really going on or not. Some days we just feel a little off, and again we don't know why. We feel it's normal to feel a little low at times. But guess what? It's not. It happens because of the thoughts in our heads. Self-improvement begins with self-awareness. Take charge of your life and work towards improving it. Start living in awareness. Set reminders or alarms that alert you from time to time that you have to be aware of your thoughts all the time. The easiest way to track your thoughts is to track your feelings. Whenever you feel low, just check, what is my self-talk at the moment? You will be surprised to catch yourself thinking negatively. Consciously shift your inner conversations towards something positive. With practice, this will soon become a habit, and you will realize that your negative self-talk has reduced. But none of this is possible without you being aware. Meditation. Once you are aware of your thoughts, Meditation can help you slow them down. Negative thoughts have a tendency to form a chain, and they are very fast. Once you slow down your thoughts with meditation, you will realize that slowly their quality also improves. In case you are new to meditation, you can check out my video, Anyone Can Meditate. I will share the link in the description below. Meditation is highly effective and helps one to come to awareness. And it will absolutely work for you as long as you commit to it. Improve the quality of your self-talk. Once you are aware of your thoughts and have slowed them down, you can work on improving their quality. Since our thoughts make our self-talk, improving them will naturally improve your self-talk. So whatever be the situation, develop a habit of looking at it positively. Try to find at least 5 things that are still working in your favor. No matter how bad the situation is, you will be surprised to notice that you can still find a few things that are good in your life. Focus on the positive side. Once this becomes a habit, it will come naturally to you. Also, you can start talking about your dream life in your head. Just imagine the feeling of how would it be if all your wishes come true. What would you say, think, and feel? Keep building these thoughts, and soon you will realize that the quality of your self-talk has improved in no time. This can be regarding your professional life, personal relationships, money, or anything else. Improve the quality of the food for the mind. Another very important point to limit your negative self-talk is to control what you feed your mind. Now, what is that? Whatever you feed your senses becomes the food for your mind. So please, stop watching all the violent and depressing stuff on television. Stop talking about your problems 24/7. Don't indulge in criticizing or judging others. Once you stop giving your mind all this negativity, very quickly the quality of your thoughts will improve and thus your self-talk. Spend your time reading good books, watching positive and uplifting content, spending time with kids, doing something you enjoy, and always staying in gratitude. These steps help me immensely in improving my self-talk. Please give them a try. If you did something different that helped you, please share with me in the comments below. I would love to read them. Thanks a lot for watching, and do subscribe to the channel for more videos on building a healthy mind, body, and soul.